Welcome friends. Today we will be learning about next mode of heat transfer, that is convection. So how does the transfer of heat takes place through a liquid? We will understand this concept by doing this experiment shown in the image. So what are the apparatus needed? We need a beaker, potassium permanganate crystals, a burner and water. So how is the arrangement done? A beaker is placed on a tripod and it is filled with water, and some potassium permanganate crystals are put in that beaker, and the beaker is being heated from the bottom with the help of a burner. So what is the procedure? Take some water in a beaker, heat the beaker slowly on a gas burner. Drop a few crystals of potassium permanganate into the water. Now watch the water in the beaker carefully. What do you see? So as the water from the bottom part of the beaker is heated, its density decreases and it moves to the surface. Now it is replaced by the cold water from upper part of the beaker. Now the stream of water is being generated. The hot water moves upwards and the cold water moves downwards. Now in this stream you can see a colored stream because of the potassium permanganate. You will see the magenta colored streams can be identified easily because of the potassium permanganate. So when heating begins, the water near the bottom becomes warm and its density decreases. As a result, it moves upwards and is replaced by cold water coming from above. In this manner, heat is transferred by means of currents called convection currents. So this process is called as convection of heat. So heat is transferred by means of currents, and these currents are called convection currents. This process is called convection of heat. Convection can occur in liquid and gaseous substances. Convection needs a medium. So we have seen that conduction happens in occurs in solid substances. Now for convection occur in liquid and gaseous substances. Convection needs a medium. So if this question is asked in exam, you have to draw a neat diagram. You have to name each and every part, and you have to explain the apparatus list as well as the procedure and the definition of convection of heat. Now here one more example, that is one more experiment is given for the better understanding of convection. So in this experiment, what we will learn is how the convection doesn't happen in this case and why is that. So what is the apparatus needed for this experiment? A test tube, a piece of ice, wire gauze and a burner, a candle. These are the apparatus needed. Now look in the diagram. The test tube is filled with water. The ice cube is wrapped in wire gauze and placed at the bottom of this test tube. Test tube is held with the help of test tube holder, and there is a burner to heat the water. Now the test tube is held in a tilted way so that only the upper part of the test tube is heated. Look carefully, the ice cube is at the bottom of the test tube. Now let's look into the procedure. Take some water in a test tube, wrap a piece of ice in wire gauze and drop it in the test tube. It will sink to the bottom. Now using a test tube holder, hold the test tube at a slant as shown in the figure. Heat the upper part of the test tube and stop heating when the water starts boiling. You have to stop the heating when the water starts boiling. Now observe the piece of ice at the bottom. The heat does not reach the bottom even though the upper part is heated. How does this happen? Now you can observe that the ice cube or the ice cube that is at the bottom of the test tube doesn't melt. It will be as it is. it might melt slightly, but it won't melt completely. Why is that happening? Because as we heat the upper part of the test tube, the water at the upper part only will be heated, and as its density decreases it won't move downwards, because the density of the cold water in the bottom part will be higher than the density of water in the upper part, so it won't be moving downwards, that is there won't be any convection currents in this case. The the density of water decreases due to heating, therefore it cannot sink, and the process of convection does not occur. In this case, the relation between density and convection is explained in through this experiment. So this will be all about convection. Now in next lecture we'll study about radiation. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.